Matt, you took 2 out of 3 out of a really good UT Tyler squad. What are some things that you thought the team did well this weekend?
I thought we had a really good offensive approach all weekend long. They're a really good pitching team, and it's a tough place to really hit. The ball does not travel very well there. We were, able to take some walks, take some hit batters. We did a pretty good job hitting and running, doing some stuff there, and then we were really aggressive on the base path, which is something that we've got to do to score runs this year. We know that we've still got some injuries that we're dealing with, so top of our order. We're really tough to defend. We can really steal some bases, do some stuff like that. So I thought we did good there. Obviously, our pitching did an outstanding job, especially our starters. Went deep into games, kept our bullpen fresh where they wasn't seeing those guys multiple times. So just all in all, I thought we did a pretty good job. Got to get a lot better defensively. I would have obviously loved to have the sweep for the weekend, and really defense is what cost us that game in game one, and then really we gave up some runs that in game two and in game three that we should not be giving up just because of errors. And we're not playing very good defense right now, so we've got to get better there. We'll work on that this entire week.
Talk about Zach Dixon. He didn't have 2 good starts, but then he comes back and just really pitches well.
Yeah, he hasn't been himself early on in the year. He's kind of he had lost some confidence, especially in his changeup, and that's one of his bread and butter pitches. He did an outstanding job, and we were a little bit worried there in the second inning because we didn't think there was going to be a lot of runs to come. It was a tough day to hit, and so we actually had our bullpen up and going in the second inning and kind of kept him up all the way through the fourth inning just because he was kind of hit and miss there. But then he settled in and he was dominant. He was the Dixon of old, and that's kind of what we typically have come to know from Dixon is if we're coming off of a loss, he's going to have his A game, and he definitely showed that this weekend, and it was huge for us to get a quality start there, and hopefully it'll continue on throughout the rest of the year.
Fort Smith coming in this weekend. What do you know about the?
They're a really good team. They've shown that they're really pitching it well early on this year. We expect them to be tough. Coach Holland does a really good job with them. They took 2 out of 3 from St. Edwards this past weekend, so they're playing well at the right time, and it's going to be a tough weekend for us, and we've got to figure out a way to win a series, and hopefully, obviously what we always talk about is sweep at home and win series on the road, so we need to figure out how to do that this weekend.
Got the doubleheader on Saturday. What are you looking to see from your guys endurance-wise for those games?
A lot of baseball. Obviously, I would much rather play it over 3 days, but they wanted to play it over 2, and that's obviously the visiting team has that right and everything. But 18 innings in a single day is tough for anybody. Especially with BP. You're out there 10, 11 hours throughout the entire day, but our depth is something that we've talked about this entire year, and you've seen that early on. We've got 3 to 5 starters that we expected to be starters for us in game 1, and they're out right now, but these other guys are stepping up. Guys like Kason Haggard, they're doing a phenomenal job for us and filling a role, and hopefully we'll get healthier in the next couple weeks, but just 18 innings is tough, but we're going to grind it out, and we're going to find a way to win some ball games.
Last year you were in Tyler is when the season ended, when you guys found out it was over, so it was a little special. We don't go down there and get a series win.
It was definitely different. We stayed in the same hotel. It was just one of those things where you kind of got that feeling. It was a weird feeling, honestly, just a year ago, almost, I think it was a little less than a year ago when we were down there, and just that whole time last year was so weird, and just didn't know what to think about it. And then this year you kind of still felt a little bit the same way, because every week we're on pins and needles, just wondering who's going to be able to play, all that kind of stuff. So you still have that feeling, but it's so good to be out there on the field playing every day and giving these kids the opportunity to finish what they started last year.